Oh god. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and soon tuning out Let's Build Little Nightmares 2 in Minecraft. This is episode number 36, and we are live, and I am dropping my phone on myself in the process of trying to do, other stuff. Hold on. So, if you people were not here for last stream, tough luck, but I made some progress since last time I, even showed that, actually. I made a little bit, yesterday. I haven't done anything today, which is why I'm streaming, because I want to do something. Because look how close we are to the hunter's house. That is basically our benchmark point. Because after this, first chapter goes to, I want to say 1300. No, maybe 1500. This is just before 600. With the amount of buildings and stuff, this is basically halfway done. Except for trees, but we're not worrying about trees right now. Trees are stupid. Hello, Gaming Bro. We're so frickin' close to, at least the house. We're not really close to the end. I'm not gonna lie. We're not even close to being marginally close. We're like 3 eons away from finishing that. If I can finish the first chapter by the time my birthday hits, that'd be awesome. Is that gonna happen? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest here. But, hey, you never know. There are a couple things I want to make, addresses to, though, real quick. First, your home address. I'm just kidding. That joke was necessary. It just, you know, it just fell right into my lap, and I couldn't say no. But if we fly all the way, we're there, pretty much. What do I want to do here? Because under absolutely no circumstances do I want to do this entire length here. So, we figure, let's say the fog is here. It's not here. It's further back. But we're just going to say it's here for the purpose of this. Do I want to have this go all the way across and then fade out? Or do I want to not fade it out? Now, obviously, I love this, and I don't want to hurt this. This is my child. So what do I do exactly to keep this as is, while also making the transition smooth? Because the transition, I mean, I could even do a diagonal or something, although that would be kind of stupid. But it's the transition between this being at like 300 right now, and the other part being somewhere around 100. Which wouldn't be a problem if I just blacked out the back. Well, okay. Because, no, the transition's gonna suck either way. Because I think I might have to do this entire length here for this part. And then just do the fog at the far back. Now, that's not necessarily my only option for this. I do also have to keep in mind the fact that I probably want a ceiling. But that ceiling would have to be like 200 blocks in the air, and I don't want to do that. Like, there's gonna be a lot. Obviously, this isn't important right now, but this is all going to be important. And also, what do I want to do with spots like... Hold on, give me like 52 seconds, precisely. It's gonna be less than that. Come on, nail it. Yes, sir. Like this part, because it's not even all loading in yet, bruh. Whoa, okay. It goes back to here. You can see all of this. Now, obviously there are some corners cut here. Just don't look at those. Ow. That's not important to the current situation. But what's important is, I don't want to see the... Moon? Yeah, the moon. Nobody wants to see the moon. So obviously I'm fogging that off and blacking it out behind it like I am doing at the beginning, although that's probably all changing because, well, I'm leaving the fog, I'm just changing the design of it because it is really glitchy. But, like, how far back do I want to go? Do I start the fog where I've ended the everything else right now? Like, what is the plan with that? And obviously at the front, what do I do in those sections? Do I black it out like I've been doing the rest? No, that's boring. Do I, like, make a part of the school pop out here, and then maybe have this, more houses and stuff? Especially with this part here, this part's gonna be stupid, because, okay, this dumpster, I don't know what I was doing, it should be here. Roughly. I don't know how I got the proportions that I did. There's no way I'm fixing that because we have, I think, like, we've got, I think, 3,000 or 2,000 blocks in either direction now. So obviously there's no way this is getting fixed unless I do some really, really suspicious stuff with, over here, and I make this. Like, I could make these misaligned. I could push this. It wouldn't give me as much space as I need. Although I think with a couple of blocks, I could make it better. But I don't think there's a point in doing that right now. That's not really the important cause. And also, one other thing. I gotta find a spot in here first. Because, frick, I shouldn't have come in here. But like when there's windows at the backs of the hallways, what do I want to do behind the windows? Do I just black them out? Do I add what you can see in the game? I think I'm gonna add what you can see in the game. It's just, hello, Jagger. These are all things that, I have to keep in the back of my mind as I'm building this. Just a little bit of an insight as to what is actually happening behind just me placing blocks in a specific order to get something that looks semi-okay. Rip, see you later, Jagger. But just, you know, it's just a little bit... There's a lot of things, basically, that are gonna have to be considered. Including, like, how do I do the swamp? Because there are some things and there are some questions that are, that are gonna become prevalent, especially with, like, this. Now, this isn't necessarily that big of an issue. I've already basically made the, decision to do what I am thinking about doing on the Hunter's house here. You can see I have this black, because it's just gonna be black back here. I'm not doing behind this. I will probably see... I want to say both of these... You can't actually see through that window or that... Any of these windows, I don't think. And I think that one's just glare. So, I'll have to look at the game and see exactly... Again, like, what you can see behind these windows. It's a lot more than you think. Because by the time I'm done this, looking at all this, I have to go all the way back and make sure I have every tree and every grass and everything right. It's more than you realize. Like, this looks like a lot, but this is the bare bones. This is the I mean, it is textured, but this is the undetailed, unforested aspect. Except for, like, there's a tree here, there's trees, here. Although, I don't think Gaming Warehouse is going to continue to help me, unless he, wants to. I'm not gonna force him to. I'm not gonna imprison him or anything. Nah, I wouldn't do that. But... You know, it's gonna be a process, and it's just one step at a time. I'm thinking the Hunter's house is gonna be the benchmark where I go back and do those trees and stuff. And then once I have a whole area done, then I can get a better feel for trees, I guess, in general, because then I have the next little area, and I'll probably just do, like, building to building. I think that's reasonable. Hello, random. And also, I think with that question, because I make this point and I didn't even realize it, with what I'm doing here, with the blackout, do I want to do that with the shed? The little tiny thing that you, take the big rifle and go pew pew to the hunter's face. Do I black that out as well? Because then that changes everything about what I was talking about there with the townhouses. Because I could theoretically black out the back, perhaps go maybe close to height limit. Or just go really far back to where it goes past most people's render distances. Now, with that being said, I don't think that's possible. But it's always, like, in consideration. These are all things, again, just things that are in my mind, just things that I have to be thinking about as I'm building some of these things. But they're not necessarily entirely important. That's, like, you know, they're not necessarily at the moment game breakers. Soon enough they will be, but now as we're doing this, it's like, whatever. But yeah, so, okay. Starting point is you come down here and you got these rocks, which are already kind of rocky. I made some rocks. That's cool. These have been here for a while. But this also kind of shows, like, this little area here compared to what I've been doing now. It's like, what in the world was I thinking when I made... I mean, this is actually one of the better parts of this somehow. But, like, I can recognize rock. I can't really recognize any other rocks, but, I mean, I'm not, like, a rockologist or anything. like something like this, maybe. That looks okay. There are some birdhouses sprinkled in here, too. How did I make the one? The one I made really weird, I think. So I may or may not change it. Although the only thing with that, I think I made it the way that I made it because I needed the center that I had. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, this. Ooh, actually, I like that. That's actually a pretty good design. Although I don't think that's gonna work because we have slabs involved with the rocks. Although I might be able to work my way around that. I don't think that's necessarily that big of an issue. Yeah, it's kind of like wedged in the rocks. It's like here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then just see if this is good enough. And that I can make a full block. That kind of ruins the illusion a little bit, but that's the best I can do. Nice. Thank you, and hello, Black Pirama. There is another one up here as well, kind of. I'm actually going to smooth that part off. And we can add the second birdhouse. That's awesome. The only thing is that the video that I used didn't actually show any further than this, so I might just have to leave a gap here and then either go on myself or find a different video that actually shows the glitched remains under there, because I'm gonna have to build that, obviously. Another thing is Gnome's Attic. Now, with the way I did this, you look at the space I have, since I have done the black on both sides. I basically have the entire attic space, which I did on purpose, I think. But, just how do I want to do it if I want to do it? Because do I want to have it above? I mean, I have space to do it above. I have basically infinite space to do it above, because the walls are just going to block it. I just have to make sure that if I actually build it here, that the roof of glass doesn't go through it. Although I guess I can just start the command and then go just, you know, easier. There's ways around it. It's just, again, this is all just my thoughts kind of getting laid out. As much as me actually making a whole ton of progress. Because a lot of this is stuff that I really have to be thinking about. Because if I don't think about it, then it'll just be bad. This is a thick tree. It's this way more, I think, right? Yeah. Question is, do I want to make it a 4x4, 3x3, 2x2? I think 3x3, honestly. So I'll go there. I do have to break all of these, just so I have... And then it will, in fact, be in the rocks, for the most part, I think. All of it? Yeah, all of it. Okay. Yeah, birdhouse is kind of buried there, but it's fine. Let me just make sure that's not too thick. No, yeah, that's fine. I thought I saw a message. I always see the thing and I think message instantly. Because I can't, like, sometimes I see it, but I'm not like, okay, what is happening there? I always just look at it and like, okay, message or something. This is the only problem with these. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I use /fill, they're all facing up. I might actually want to do that for all of them. They look better facing up. But, I mean, that's annoying, though. That's very annoying, because I have to go through and /fill all of them. And I don't know if it'll even let me do muddy mangrove roots, replace muddy mangrove roots, if the direction is different. I hope it'll let me. She's back. Oh my god, it's Peter Griffin. No way. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of abandon that part of this. Now, tell a friend. Okay, I'll tell a friend. Hey, friend. Um, can I see? Not entirely. If I'm gonna be fully honest here, not entirely. There are also a ton of bear traps, and I'm not adding the bear traps here because I'm not gonna. Well, that's peculiar. Yeah, I hate that these are all covered in moss, because I can't really use actual moss most of the time for them. Because you can't place a carpet on a half slab. Well, you can, but it'll float. Actually, I'm not going to make that just yet. I'll kind of save, like, the... Actually, I lied. I am going to do it there. It's probably going to be mostly mossy cobblestone and normal cobblestone, just because... the tops have to be at least should be mossy. I'm not gonna, like, force it against this rule, like, be mossy now or else you'll never see your family again. I'm not gonna do that. Probably not. Wasn't on my to-do list today, so... I mean, like, yeah, that's the amount of mossy cobble I'm thinking, just straight up. And then I'll do a little bit of normal cobblestone, just because I think mixing in the two cobblestones together just gives it a little bit more of a, almost like, patchy moss effect. And it also makes the mossy cobblestone look less, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Frick. Predominant. It kind of adds another highly textured block, and that being, its less green counterpart. Yes, sir, it's LN2. Stop posting about Among Us. I'm tired of seeing it. It's like, yeah, Among Us was pretty popular for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Almost overly popular. I mean, I did play it too. It was not bad. It's not a bad game. Although it gets boring after playing it too many times. I feel like as most of those types of games do, which is why they die so quickly. Although I really kind of want to play the VR, because the VR looks cool. I love VR, anything, and VR Among Us just sounds terrifying. You just turn the corner and you're just dead. In VR, in VR. I can't say it properly. Speaking is hard. I'm not even gonna worry about doing it. It's fine. Hello, McGanna. Also, hi, Zach. I never said hi. You made your presence known, but I never said hi. Okay. Actually, it kind of, like, cuts off here. Although this should actually be kind of, like, muddy. Maybe like this. Yeah, the tops look way better. I don't know what exactly I should do about that, though. I guess nothing for now. Yeah, I'll go back and slash fill, probably. Then it got boring really quick after two. Sure, how's everyone doing? Hey, that's my line, random. You can't steal that. Also, it's going good. How is yours going, random? I'm kind of like diagonals. Because that's a word. Actually, it is a word. Fight me. I might take off a row. Like that. Okay. Here's the challenge. Actually, there is no challenge, I lied. I just gotta change likely. I'll do a mix, I guess. I'll throw some gravel in there too. Probably. Oops. I don't need to worry about the front. Or that side. Probably not this side either, but I'll just do it just because I'm that cool. Oops. Sorry, it was just for the memes. Okay. Now we can carry on. Yes, exactly. No, I am not. Crazy. It was very windy yesterday. Hello, Eric. Zip it pack edition. Everyone, if I from them? That's cool. I know you mean friend. It's just a joke. It's called being mean. I don't know why that's so funny. It's called being mean. It probably is a temporary design though, crazy, until I think of something smarter. Although, if I can make the item frames invisible, it would actually be a good design. And I stand by that, because it's spiky. I should have just sent it to Gaming Pro, because that was the whole purpose of me sending it, to show it to Gaming Pro. And now you're gonna not shut up about it. A pressure plate's stupid because it doesn't have the spikes. Or, yeah, the spikes is the whole purpose of using the dripstone. A pressure plate's lazy. And I can't do a pressure plate with the item frames because the item frames don't play. Actually, they might. They didn't on a carpet. That'd be the only thing I would do. Change the trapdoor to a pressure plate. Although trapdoor I think is fine because it's thick. It's a good thickness. Okay, so you can place it on the side of that. I'm stupid. I was thinking of, because I was like, oh, you can't do carby, you probably can't do pressure plates then. But I guess I was like, oh wait, no, because you do my computers and stuff with that technique. What if you just like super jumped? You're dead. It's like 40 miles per hour. Imagine Googling. That's actually very extremely fast, random. We had like 20 yesterday, miles per hour. 22, I think it hit at one point. I guess I'll make this one mossy too. Probably should be mossy. You know what? I want to test this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna break you. Don't mind this. -1 and 476. -1, 40, 476. And then if I happen to go to, I guess here, and then I go /fail that number. I just hope this works, because if it doesn't work, then this entire plan goes to garbage. I don't have to hand do it all. I forgot the 0. Replace muddy mango fruits, please. Let's go. Question is, can I just do this like a cool guy? Oh my god, I can. Oh, not lefty. Too bad late, murder. Is it meant to be parkour? No. I'm gonna go on my shoot. I hate that. 20 is not nothing. You're nothing. I mean, driving it's like slow, but wind it's not slow at all. Now, if I go to here, what'll it do? Just like hypothetically. Oh man. Wait, what? Oh my god, that has got some serious reach. Okay, nice. That's actually very awesome. What if I did like all the way to here? It probably won't work. How is that working? Is there any other muddy mangrove roots anywhere? I actually don't think there are at this point. Well, there might be a few. Oh yeah, there's these. Oh no, but those are already the right way. Are these the right way? Yes. Okay, that's cool. So, that wasn't actually that bad, although the puzzle there really annoys me. Especially on VRB you couldn't chat. That's honestly kind of cringe. Spelling is hard, you're right. Also, this is really weird. The trees connect there, and Gaming Warehouse tried to do it, and he just left them as Recalculating. He left them as trunks. There we go. I'd get there eventually. I always do. Okay. Anyways, back to the actual thing that we're supposed to be doing here. That I'm gonna try to procrastinate less. Ow, my foot! If you don't understand it, then you're stupid. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna explain it though, because Crazy will laugh at me. I think I'm trying to 1v2 for Fulson because it ain't one. That's good. I don't fix mistakes. Real? Not clickbait. There is much log. That... Okay. That shouldn't go that far. Should go there, maybe. That's awesome. All these rocks are, like, extremely small. Like, they're, like, pebble-sized. And this is LN2 we're talking. Pebbles basically don't exist, if you think about it. I don't actually know how that logic works, but just pretend like it does. For the intentions of me being right. What's that? There's also a tree in the middle of all of this, which I'll put here only for the reason that it has to be in the middle. Sort of. It's hard to explain, but it has to be in the middle. That also needs to be a block. Oh my god, that's true, you did, Lefty. We get 13, yo. Wait, those are pebbles, do we get short? Yeah, we are short, we're very tiny. I mean, they're not, these aren't really pebbly enough, but you get the point. I don't want to know what you've been watching, Vince, to be getting, no stuff. You do that on the stream about 2 weeks. Yeah, I didn't stream it for that long, although I worked on it over the weekend a lot. When I started on, I think when I started on Saturday, I was here. I was finished up to here. And I made a solid amount of progress. For 2 days, that's not bad. I'll take that in 2 days. And then my goal probably by the end of the month, is to be here and having probably everything done here except for trees. Trees are just scary, man. I just don't like trees. Every time I look at them, I just start crying. In real life, I mean. You're not in that mentally ill stuff? What is mentally ill stuff? What do you mean, Lefty? Because you are the disease. I'm sorry, it was NASA. Frick. Wait, frick! That's a large frick. I'm going faster than I can waddle. Because that makes perfect sense. Yeah, you just got absolutely roasted. Hold on. Give me like 35 minutes. Okay. Don't do anything bad in the chat. I gotta go take more screenshots because I'm out of screenshots. going through these screenshots in like 12 minutes, I'm like, bruh, I just took these. I mean, I didn't take these today, I took these yesterday. So it's been a little bit more than 12 minutes, but you get the point. Ah, yes. Pine cone. I'm gonna beat you up with a pine cone. If I ever meet anybody in person, if you give me a pine cone, I'll slap you with it. Not actually, I can't do that legally. Probably not. Can you stop throwing pine cones and get to the point? Thank you, person. I don't even know who this is. I just told them to stop pine coning. That's a... Alright, guys. Today we're making up a new term, and this term is pine coning. Okay. I probably won't get further than this, but knowing me, I don't know, so... This person really just died to that. Are you serious, bro? Get frickin' better at nightmares. Oh, wait, this is the hunter's house here. There. Yeah, you can see the hunter's house in the... There are so many trees. I'm gonna have a stroke. Wait, I closed YouTube. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Okay, fair enough, Lefty. It's Monday on a break and it still sucks. I'm not even on break yet. I don't get on break until Wednesday. Actually, Thursday, technically. No, Wednesday, I guess. You'll legally let me? Oh, fair enough. I mean, I guess if it's with consent, hey. Make a day in the life. I could do that. The only thing is... I mean, I don't do anything interesting, but... When I'm not at school, I'm not doing anything, and I'm not vlogging a school day, because that would just be weird. Nah, that's perfectly allowed. If I can find a pine cone. Try to find a pine cone challenge. Oh my god, it's Squirt. I have a picture of Squirt, and it looks like he's smiling in it. It's hilarious. Actually, I didn't post it on Discord. I was gonna, and then... Because I was at school and I noticed it, it didn't let me, and it said, yeah, no. Because I just looked at the picture, because I was in my camera roll for, I don't even know why, I'm going to be honest here. And it was like, oh my god, he's smiling, and it wouldn't let me send a thing, because I had internet connection in a school building is garbage. Like, actual, like, it's like, it's just bad. That's all I can say, it's just bad. Okay, these rocks seem to carry all the way to this tree. You can't see the tree because it's not actually here. So, we're just gonna keep building, like, really suspicious shapes, and then we'll get there eventually. I'll do one of these. Actually, that might be far enough. It's about here, I think. And the tree is, again, engulfed in them. This is also another fat tree. So, I have something in common with the... I'm joking, by the way. Maybe. You never know. You never know until you know. A lot of you don't know what I look like, which is kind of funny. Oh! Random! Hello, Facebank. Your pine cones every single fall. I don't want it to be functional crazy. I want it to be aesthetically pleasing. I know how to make a functional bear trap. I've done it before. But I went with the design I went with because I can make that functional if I want to. I just went for aesthetics. It doesn't matter to me if it works. My goal right now of this map is to make it aesthetically pleasing. Making it work, I'll probably do, but that's not my issue. That's not my concern right now. That's not very helpful, Lefty. But also, I don't care if you... Let my bear trap design be how I want it to be. I think it's fine. I don't think it's good, but I think it's acceptable enough for the situation of what I want it to be. I'm not trying to make some Picasso frickin' bear trap over here. Picasso didn't make bear traps. Bear traps are ugly. Granted, yes, I know they can be better, but that's for a different problem, different day. Today is not a problem. I didn't ask if it looked more aesthetically pleasing. When I say aesthetically pleasing, I mean spiky and murderous, not a pressure plate on the floor. Because I know that's most likely going to be your suggestion. And it can't be more than like 1 block, pretty much. Yes, trees are gonna... I'm gonna have nightmares because of this map, I swear to God. It's gonna happen. Okay, but... Random, with the... if someone's like... Okay, this is gonna be a probably slightly exaggerated example. Let's say someone commits arson at work, and you're like, don't do that. They're like, what did I do? You're like, ah, whatever, just don't do it again. If they do it again, it's gonna be your responsibility. Why didn't 6... That's a good question, Eric. I'm not gonna say that out loud for spoilers. But it's debated either way. There's no right or wrong answer. It's up for your own interpretation. Personally, I think it's something to do with the fact that the game's a loop. Like a time loop. I think it's something to do with that. I'm not gonna get into specifics for spoiler warning, but that's my guess. My gooderest guess. I will have... No, they're not gonna be very little. They're gonna be very, very, very big. They're gonna be the biggest nightmares any child has ever had. I'm not a child, but you get the point. Actually, this is gonna be where it starts to branch up. Also, I know this is full blocks. Shut up and cry about it. Is that aggressive enough? Okay, this one. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so this is like a wall. It gets up to about that height. That's about the size I want. Although maybe like that. Just yeah, that's roughly the shape I want, except more obviously less rough. Any rule number. Because it was a thunderstorm. Pretty much. We're writing stories in English, and I'm writing my story, like a Little Nightmares 2 based story, and it's actually, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's not... I'm not gonna do the entire game. I'm probably just doing like the beginning of the first chapter, and I'm obviously changing the names. I'm not doing Mono and 6 as my names for a story, because no offense, those are not very good names. If you name your child that, I don't know what to tell you actually. No, there's not, real shiz. Not an actual canon one. As far as, Lance full blood. Shut up! But as far as what's actually, canon in the game, there is an alternate ending, but it's not that. It's, it has to do with the first game. It's interesting thinking about it, because actually, 6 is very interesting because of... This isn't spoilers for the second game, it is for the first. It's actually kind of a little bit for both. If you don't care, if you don't want to be spoiled, it's not like, it doesn't spoil the ending, but it spoils like a little interesting detail. 6 kind of relates to the glitched remains in a way. I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all I'm saying. 6 has there is a bit of a connection there, and if you think about it, you'll understand what I'm saying. I don't want to know where Crazy went. What is my legal lawyer so I can look at documents and find out your personal information? Okay, hold on. Yes, hydrate break. Yes, sir. I'm gonna just announce that. Bruh, everybody just, like, shut up and just please don't. I don't know who's complaining about what right now, and I really don't want to deal with this today, so just shut up. Please. For the love of God. It's not that hard to just, you know... There is one aspect of 2 that makes it easier than 1, and it's the maneuverability. In the first game, if you're on a ledge like this, and it's like, let's say you're walking left or right, 6 will just go whoa. Mono doesn't do that, which it's such a subtle thing, but it's one of the biggest things in the game itself, because without that, it's just not fun. It's just like every 5 seconds you're just falling off the edge and you're like, are you serious, bro? Again? That's too high. I need to block lower. So I'm trying to, make it so I can do this. Yeah, let's do that. Whatever, that's easier. There's no point in slash filling for like 10 blocks. You're supposed to block again, you have to tell me your mother and your father's car brand. You mean the car? Like what car they have? It's an interesting thing to want. Yeah, something neither of them are interesting brands either. This is kind of boring. Okay, this is a lot of rock. I've been here for a few days. I'm not saying you're being aggressive, Shiz. I'm saying whatever the frick is happening is just stupid. I don't know who exactly is blaming who and what's happening, but it's stupid. That's all. I'm not blaming anybody. I generally don't, unless you're really... I'm not... I never blame anybody. But I generally am not, like... I'm not gonna call someone out fully unless they're actually doing something that bad. It just doesn't happen that often. Although it's like, I mean, I'll call you, like, I'll be like, hey, stop doing that. And then maybe I'll be like, crazy, stop doing that. Just as an example. But I'm not like, I'm not gonna shame you. I'm just gonna be like, don't do that. And then end a discussion. Unless you keep doing it. No, Vince. First off, random. Speaking of calling somebody out, Vince was not wrong with what he said. Also, that's biased, random. Everybody shut up. This is childish. Including random deleting the comments. This whole thing is stupid. And I don't understand why. I don't know. People are getting... Somebody's getting defensive. That's all I'm saying. Somebody is for sure getting slightly defensive. Exactly, Lefty. Phone, iPad, math. Imagine saying maths with an S at the end. Lunch, snack, bag, jacket, time, real bus. What? A headache. A headache is perfect, honestly. Need that for your everyday school life. I brought 0 mental sanity. Spending? Ladies and more ladies, you're all pretty. Now shut up. Exactly. That's, kind of funny, though. Well said. That wasn't the block I wanted to break. Sometimes with texturing, you just break whatever block you feel like it, and then sometimes you miss break, and you're like, whatever, that'll be a different block now. Happens a lot to me. Frick. Almost. Stop following me. See you later, Lefty. You deleted it, real shiz. Apparently, it's a Monday aggression for sure. No one likes Mondays. I don't want to be here. I had a emotionally depressing day. I don't want to be here. I'm only streaming this because I want to. I don't know. Actually, I don't really have an answer. Nice. This is looking hot. Looking pretty spicy. Cobblestone, I guess, would be my filler block of choice. I don't know. I don't know how much that'll matter for now. Or, huh? Or does you get a name? Is this true or is this not true? Shiz. Friday off. I have Thursday and Friday off and a half day Wednesday. Bozo. Okay. I don't actually think this is enough space here. I don't think I made this long enough. I'm okay. This is what I do on a Wednesday. Same. Yes, random. You get the entire week off, you lucky ducky. Actually, technically you're lucky and unlucky, because that means I get a longer summer, most likely, if you get longer breaks. Imagine being Canadian. I'm so freaking mad. I guess backstory on why I'm mad. So, I had, a couple of Halloween inflatables outside, because I just brought them out of the yard, so I was leaving them out back to let them dry a little bit, and then I was going to turn them on one day. So I turned one on, the other day, and then I was like, okay, I'll bring it in tomorrow or whatever, and then it rained tomorrow. Or it snowed or something. I think it actually snowed. And I was like, okay, cool, snow, whatever. And then I think it rained or something. And I went out there today to make sure that they were all on or whatever. And out of the 3 that were on the deck, 2 of them work and the other one broke. But one of the ones that work is all tangled up in a mess, and I didn't bother getting it untangled. So literally only one of the 3 is up right now. And they're all covered in ice and stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? Frickin' I love weather. It's just amazing. But now I gotta go out there and, well, I gotta bring the one in so it doesn't die. But it's like, are you serious? Halloween, not the hallway. The hallway is the thing, though. Oh, you're talking about, actually talking about him. Okay, never mind. Ow. Imagine feeling left out, random. I can't do slow mode from PS4. I'm so mad. It doesn't keep the settings that I have on PC on. It's stupid. Weather is terrible. Yes, the back rooms, 100%. It is a low-budget horror movie. You're right. That actually doesn't sum it up too bad. I was talking about Halloween when I saw that. Hit hard as a bus. Yeah, I've been hit by a bus a few times. Can confirm. Okay, I need more logs. This is a fat tree. Just like me. I'm a fat tree. That didn't take the turn. Bet you thought, did it? Okay, so it's like, maybe like here or something. Okay, I need slabs and stairs again. Alright, nice, there's a tree. So how many trees do we have marked out? It's like a lot to answer the question in a quick way. Imagine it being cold in an American? That has nothing to do with me, but it's not like a rip-off backrooms version. What are you saying, Vince? I don't understand sentences. I can't comprehend sentences. Okay, so now this is exactly where I'm gonna struggle because do I keep this? I think I do keep this flat actually. It might look weird and I might have to give it a little bit of waviness. Although I'm gonna try to avoid that. Also, should these be... I guess we'll never know. But there's like a pile of stuff here, and also this rock pile comes up and it turns into a clearing. Which is not entirely the most ideal thing that can happen with it. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm gonna have to do some weird things to get this to work as I want it. Because it kind of goes back a little bit. Ah, yes, classic power. But also, this is thick, too, and you can see there's a tree on top of it. Which I think is going to be what I really struggle with. And also, matching that up with this is going to be... it's going to be fun. Okay. I gotta just figure out... I guess this hole should go all the way back, shouldn't it? Why is that there? Oh, because I can't black it off. Wait, what do... Hold on. Also, I hate the way this roof worked out. But it kind of is like this. It's really... Okay, I guess there is just going to be a hole there. But it's really weird. It is like this, because I found a picture of the actual front of the house, the way it's modeled, and the roof is like this, and I hate it. Flicking epic gamer smile. It was for the funny. You don't know the original context. I'm not gonna go into the context of it, because I guess the quote-unquote contract. I'm not gonna go into the specifics, but yeah. Wasn't Slaw showing up? Why aren't you showing up? Your bird. If your bird times someone out, we have serious issues. I'm suing your bird for sexual assault. I'm just gonna. Don't ask why. I'm just gonna. Okay. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it's fine. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. And then if I do something like this, and that all meshes quite nicely. Cool. Although I do want to do something like perhaps that. Just to give it a little bit less perfection. Lore. The contract, crazy. Signature bird for sexual assault. See, no, but it's assaulting your phone. It can't do that. Message retractor. Imagine not being able to grammar properly. Okay, let me do the texturing of this, and then... We've actually been here for an hour already, haven't we? Just don't talk about it, crazy. I'll explain it to you in more detail when I'm not streaming. Just don't talk about it. That's all. Basically. That's the sum up of it. I gotta give you more context because I'm very also pissed about it. Not for the reason of actually what it is, just the reason of... There's a deeper thing I'll tell you. I'll tell you about it. That, yeah, I'm unhappy about. Which is, bringing up another interesting question with the whole point of that. But again, that's not important for this stream. It's not really important in general. Because I don't think it's going to affect anything. Although if it does, it's not going to be something I'll ever talk about. Because it doesn't really deserve to be talked about. There's no purpose of talking about it. Perhaps random. Remember college student was in a quarter life crisis and got broken up with it and decided to... I mean, like, part of that is, to an extent, true. Not the college part. I'm not a college student. I'm also... Also, I don't know why you get emo vibes from me. There are vibes you should get from me, but those aren't the vibes. But there's a certain part of what you said that's slightly true. And, it didn't... I mean, it did change me. I'll say it did change me, but it didn't really change me enough to where it affects this channel. This channel, I don't think ever is gonna really get affected by anything that happens in my personal life that much. Unless I get some, like, insane career, and I just, like, stop posting or something, that's, I think, the most likely case that we would have for this channel being affected by something like that. But, it's too early, random. You should make a YouTube animation. Sure you get then. Not those. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, you should be getting these vibes or not, because I don't know, you're the one getting the vibes, not me. But, I memean, you know, that isn't exactly... I guess there is a level of how accurate is it to who I am. How the frick... I have to go under the frickin' porch for this? Are you serious, bro? I gotta break in. Let's go to this corner, and then I'll just, Puzzle. Which isn't an actual word, apparently. Okay, wait, what was the first coordinate? It was 0, wasn't it? Yeah. Nice, okay. That's true, Vince. And then the animation that's only ever FNAF Undertale. What is TBOI? I'm stupid. That says wait on Thursday. Bozo random. I still have one baby tooth left that won't leave. So I have to get it pulled this month, I think. I don't even remember when we said it. I just remember that it's sometime soonish. And I'm like, are you serious? Why you gotta be like this, man? Which is fun. That's like the only interesting thing that's happening to me this month, actually. Binding of Isaac, okay. I should have been smarter than that, I'm sorry. I let you all down, guys. Frickin' fudger nuggies. Neither, Vince. Realistically, it depends on the implementations of both. The only thing that I've noticed, or that people have noticed, is that, like, none of this has to do with that. I'm very flinchy, and I don't know why. I just am. Okay, so now my issue here is this has to level to that at that point. Which isn't necessarily a concern by itself, but I don't know what happens here because I can't see what's down here because video no show. I'm old. This is the most sexual situation I've ever heard of that. I mean, they don't do, like... The live streams do better, but the only thing with the live streams that's annoying about PlayStation is, like, these live streams, the ones that ironically do better, I can't make money off of until after, because PlayStation has the setting of monetization off. Although it's about, like, 150 every other month, usually, is how much I get. So about 75 a month, we'll say, or 70, somewhere around there. So, I mean, it's not like... You figure that's $2 a day over, which is solid. If you're sitting around doing nothing, you know, pretty good. There's no options there. Random. Dang, imagine. Okay. I'm gonna find a video that shows me Little Nightmares 3, apparently. To all glitches, I guess. Glitches, bugs, and exploits. I glitch out, I love glitching out games, honestly. Okay, don't do anything bad in the chat, guys. Don't do anything bad. If you do something bad, I'm suing. Oh, wait, I missed it. I missed a whole area. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna do this one yet. The lighting is so bad. This one I can do, though. This one is terrible because there's a dead, rat, I think, in it. I'm not really sure what it is. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, random. Sue me, how dare you. Okay, currently suing. And it's done. Okay, so now here's where I need to think. Because, oh, my ankle, that hurt. I didn't even do anything and it hurt. Ow. I can also time you out, random. But do I add a front wall? Because they're kinda... I mean, I'm gonna have to change the top and stuff. You can't be sponsoring this stuff. Wait, you mean dead rats? It's fine, they'll never know. It's a lie, they'll totally know. Okay, so I'm gonna have the front wall be basically a very, very flat wall of rocks. Because I like rocks. I'm gonna kind of just make like a... Yeah, rough outline of what I want. You can't be timed out for 5 seconds. You can't, you just can't type, I mean, pretty much. It's not wrong. Okay, 0, -1, -1 and 489. And then I'll just go to, like, here or something. I know this is going to be absurdly too big for the space that I have, but it's fine. I don't need the replace. Also don't need the 0 then. Haha! Would you look at that? You are lore. Okay, I should make that the entrance. I actually kind of like that. That's a good size, I think. Although the tree isn't really that support. I mean, I guess it's supported enough. It's on a giant rock. One fruity in this chat. I'm always. A random. I think it's best you don't know. By the way, I was joking. It's called a joke. Alright, guys. Hydration break. Yeah, dizzy from standing up. I don't know why. It's a really weird thing, and it just happened. I can't do anything about it, but if you know when if you stand up too quickly and you get dizzy, every time that happens, for some reason, I get just like the thought of like, what is the meaning of life? I just get this really, really deep thought, and it was weirder this time because I'm streaming, and it was a different deep thought, but it was still a deep thought. And it's really weird. I don't know why. It's not like I think about it. It just happens. And I don't know if it's bad. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm dirty-minded. It is dirty-minded, yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly what it means, but I know enough to be able to make the joke, I guess. Or understand the joke. Okay, it's actually a little bit too tall for what I want, so I guess I'm gonna do something like that. Just that way it's slightly shorter. And then I'll actually probably have the front wall, like, kind of flat, just because I can. This is where shaping things comes into play. And again, it's not going to all be full blocks. I'll slab it up later. Random can't remember when he was born challenge. Random, thanks for that information. I now have your home address. That's why I don't like to tell people things. See, JM likes it. It can't be that bad if JM isn't trash talking it, right? Surely. Okay, that's, I think, actually not terrible. Obviously, it needs to be textured, but... You remember, I don't know the time I was born, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember that stuff. Actually, I'm gonna start by doing slabs, just in stone. And stairs. Hashtag never forget the stairs. Stairs are a vital piece of my life. I love stairs. Excuse me one moment, crazy. One sec. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not important. To make $2 for an entire thing, you have $730. You have 2 more to do that. You'd only make $1,500. I mean, that's still not terrible. Like $1,500 is not bad. I gotta wait to see if Jam responds before I reverse that. I just want to see if it'll respond. Because I'm interested if he has an opinion on what just happened. Oh my god, stop lying, random. You can't do that. Not allowed. Maybe Jam won't respond. Maybe he'll just pretend like that's normal procedure. Oh, yeah. I mean, I just trust my parents that they told me that my birthday is actually the day that they told me, and it's not like the 32nd of August or something. No, don't play Roblox. Don't go to the underside. Okay, I'm gonna add you back now. Jam didn't respond. I'm pretty sure he just thought that was normal procedure. Yes, August 32nd. That's my favorite day of the year. Why do you know that though, random? But I entered the back rooms when Rex for the first time in 5 years. Oh no, he's gone to the dark side. Guess it wasn't clear I'm not a huge Roblox fan. I'm also partially tired of hearing about it, because everybody wants me to play, and I'm like, no, frick Roblox. It's a very mid game. And I stand by that. Okay, nice. Got some texturing happening here. Oh no, random added him. Call the police. There's an emoji. An emoji has fallen in the river in Lego City. That I think will be one of those memes that will just never die. Lego City. Man has fallen in the river in Lego City. It's just too funny. Because you can use it in any context and it'll work. As I just displayed quite nicely. That I don't think will matter, the actual outside of it. I think the grass will cover it. The grass and the rock here will probably mesh and cover it up. Still just floating back. After 37 years. My mind remains unchanged that I'll do it again. Mister, don't try me. Especially on a Monday. Try me on any day of the week is a bold move, let alone on a Monday. He's just asking for it. Frick! I'm not afraid to do it again either, that's the funny thing. And I can prove that. Okay, poop. Hate that I can't use structure voids. Scam. An absolute scam. Oh my god. Please no bird. Please not the bird! I used to troll animatronic guy in one of our worlds, because he had concrete powder above his garage door, and he always had string on it. Or string below it so it wouldn't fall, and I'd always go if I was in the world by myself, and I'd just destroy the string. And then pretend like it just randomly happened, and that it wasn't me. And it was really funny. I'm just kind of... yeah, I'm just kind of a troll like that. Dang, old man. I'm probably older than you, actually. Go ahead, give me your birth date, IP, credit card information, and your address. And then I can tell if I'm older. I'm obviously joking, by the way. Don't give me any of that information. Don't give your home address out on the internet. It will usually never end well. Not that I ever have, but you know. Okay, how do I make a dead rat? Sorry. How do I make a deceased rat? Can't use the word dead. I actually don't know if that's true or not. That's not quite it. Actually, that isn't, like, terrible. It's not really, like, there's nothing bad about it. Random, you're wrong with your math. It's not December yet. God, I really do feel old. I'm not that much older, but, like, I'm still old. Oh, no, not animatronic guy. Speak of the devil and he arrives, I guess. Okay, this wall is kind of, like, bird things. What are they called? Sick. I gotta go all the way around to fix that, I'm pretty sure, because of how this works. Have fun, crazy. I'll do this bird trap design again, or... Birdhouse. I don't know why I said bird trap. You could be 36, you never know. Not like I can prove it either. Not like I can prove that you're not. Can I oh, I can't reach. Yeah, sure, this is abnormal enough. I think that's pretty good. Which remains are going here? Sorry. Random, this is a general thing on the internet. Don't just, like, say people's information that they tell you. Just don't. That's why you shouldn't tell people things, I guess, in general, though. Although, I mean, some people are gonna be like, yeah, whatever. Some people will be like, please, just shut up. Just don't give that away. I don't want that to be public information. You don't get both sides, but just don't. Even though he did say it on the stream, I'll give you that much, but, like, you know. General internet, courtesy. So that has to match with this. Is there anything that gives me, like, a hint to, ow, how that meshes? Ah, there is a rock wall back here that's taller that I can kind of see. So perhaps it's like, I don't know, this or something, and then it's... And then that'll be what meshes with it more. The amount of birdhouses here is very weird, though. Like, thinking about the vibe of this game, right? Dead animal. Bear trap. Another trap. There's a bag of bodies back there. And then there's birdhouses. There's something slightly unsettling about that to me. It's just like, they don't belong, yet they're there. Boy smells like a sewer. You probably smell like a sewer. Roast of the day. I actually kind of really like how these rock piles have turned out for the most part. Not just this one, like in general. I think they look pretty good. This one, I think I'm gonna try to have this so it almost looks like the tree is resting on it entirely. Have fun, random. Like here, I'll do a stair, block in there. Perhaps I go stair, block. Something like that. And then this one has got to turn into this, kind of. This is going to be really, really difficult. But it's fine. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Wait, how did you get that? What did you do to get that? That's terrifying. This is also just like a random thing. YouTube emoji. Is it a YouTube emoji? It doesn't show it for me. Cringe. It's just kind of something like not really related, although I'm thinking about doing, I might have actually talked about this in a video, I don't remember if I did or not. I'm thinking about doing a channel, frick, what is it called? One of those channel membership things to where you have, I don't know, like the cool perk stuff. I think that'd be interesting. Because, I don't know, I just think it's cool. Because I could also do a lot with that, like I could have, like, sneak peeks of tutorials, sneak peeks on projects like this. Just like little things like that. Maybe even some revived related content. Just like, you know, things that I don't entirely want public to everybody, but whoever wants to give me a little more extra money, you know. But it's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, tutorials are permanently there. Like, I'm not doing anything like that. I find that entirely stupid. The content on this channel is the content on this channel for a reason, and I don't want to take that away. But I mean, you know, there's an extent to where I'll be like, interesting. That's true. That's the array of expressions. But just, you know, I think that to an extent, like, some types of content for that, I think would be kind of fun to play around with and be like, hey guys, check out my awesome thing, or whatever. Just a thought. That'll probably be something that I'd play around with over Christmas break, though. Just be like, okay, and there's also multiple tiers and stuff, so I could do, like, I don't know, one tier, like, $2 a month or something stupid. Something very minimal and, like, I don't know, emojis, super chat stuff. Just, like, you know, little things, then maybe it's, like, I don't know, more money, more epicness. Again, this is all just a thought. I might not go through with it. I mean, it'd be good, because if I can make, especially still being a teenager, if I can make money now from something like YouTube, then I'll take that any day, you know? Like, I don't need necessarily a huge job or anything. If I can make if I can make like $100 a month on YouTube, that'd be awesome. Antibiotics, they are wonderful. That's true, Lefty. It sounds stupid if somebody only tutor on you, but then they make you pay for the same platform. I mean, like, yeah. But it's the preface of, like, considering I have the Let's Build stuff, like, I could make, like, if I was that greedy, I'd be like, okay, guys, every single Let's Build from here on out will be on, you'll have to pay for. And that, in my opinion, is absurd for anyone to do that. I would not do that. That's just an example of, like, oh, you know, something that a greedy person would probably do. Not that money's bad, but, you know. That's pretty good, I think. And then, like, even, like, something like a teaser for this. Or, like, little tiny progress updates. Or little tiny progress videos. Or just, like, you know, behind the scenes. Things like that. Or even video, I guess video leaks, almost. That would be something that I would, like, be like, okay, you guys want early stuff. Or just, like, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, I'm sure, would be something interesting to do. And even, like, something like first access to tutorial, or, like, something with tutorial suggestions. Maybe not tutorials themselves. Just, you know. All just concept. All things that I want to play around with at some point and see, you know. Especially with membership stuff, considering it's like, you know, I don't have, like, my audience isn't like my age. Everyone seems like a little bit younger than me. It's not like, it's not something that I would expect to be like, especially with my sub count, like thousands of dollars racking up. Like, I'm not like making bank, but, you know, just something extra. Probably want a job. Oh no, yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that. I don't think YouTube will last. Although, the only thing is, like, if I had somehow shot off and, like, say by the end of next year I had, like, 100,000 subscribers or something, perhaps I could, but I don't trust it. I would only trust it under those circumstances because of the, fact that, like, if you're getting, say, 1,000 views a video, you could probably make, or, like, let's say Markiplier, for example. Markiplier is, I think, a good example. With the amount he makes, he could probably do it, like, 3 months worth of YouTube and be good for almost the rest of his life if he gets, like, another, like, a tiny little job. Which I think would be something I'd be interested in doing. Like, I could split Spirit and YouTube, I think, and depending on, I guess, a lot of things. It could go bad, could go good. I just escaped the back rooms. 10 out of 10 would recommend going every way. How successful you've gotten. That's true. But, like, I know that's not gonna happen. That's not a realistic expectation. That's just, like, a concept of, like, oh, but what if? But, I mean, yeah, that would be, crazy. I kind of like the smaller channel, though. It sucks for, like, any real-world purposes, but it's really nice for, like, this type of a stream. Just having, like, this discussion. But, I mean, yeah. I've been thinking about career a lot. Like, I'm not necessarily concerned about what to do because, like, because I have options. But that's also what's overwhelming is that I have options, so it's like, oh god, what do I do? Because I don't want to pick an option and be like, this is stupid. You know? It's just, I don't know. It's all part of the thought. Hello, Black Diamond. You know, the smaller things that... Sorry. Because I can talk to people without being annoying, other people can join as well. Yeah, that's kind of why I like this channel. Because it's not like... We're not getting like 1,000 comments a second and I can't read them. It's like, you know, it's enough to where... We're gonna both say, what is... Okay. Perhaps I was supposed to be like that. Probably. See a horror map? Maybe later. I don't wanna, do it on a stream. Just for nothing against you, just as a general thing. Okay, boop. Almost here. Almost there. Almost everywhere. That was kind of weird. I don't know where I was going with that sentence when I started it. I don't really want too much andesite. The andesite I think is better than the stone though. Just as a general thing, and I just gotta get a couple pieces of gravel. Gravel's like the highlight block. I'm not using too much of it, but it's just enough. There really isn't that much stone left, is there? Most pointless way I could have done that, but you know, it's fine. Question is, can I do this and will it work? Oh, it will. I didn't actually know if it would work because I didn't know if we had the space down there. First a slab or not. Dr. Seuss? I kind of did have Dr. Seuss vibes, actually. You make a point. God, that looks pretty good. I like that. These, like, I love how these rock walls have been turning out. They're looking amazing. Something about the mossy cobblestone, the normal cobblestone, the andesite, the stone, and the bit of gravel that just looks so good. Like here. Also, this is where the other one is. It's like here. So I might actually have to break into the wall and break the illusion a little bit, but it's fine. I'll figure that out later. But I mean, yeah, we've made a lot of progress. Currently we've... I have my friend request off because of, I guess that reason. Just because I don't want to get a lot of friend requests. But, we've touched up until 5:48. Probably the next time I'm streaming this, most of this will be done. I think that's safe to assume. Perhaps next time I show this, I'm doing something here. I think Gnome Zeta could be the last thing I do, if I do it. I think I'm going to work my way through the entire game. What's weird about this map, too, is the changes in mindset you have to go through when building it. Would wish I had someone who could build terrain. Ah, yes. It's a hassle. Although, I think it's kind of something that just takes practice to get right. You'll find, like... You'll almost find rhythms that work. Like, if you look at... This isn't a good example here, but over here, this is a good example. If you look at this part, you'll see it has, like, a almost slimy pattern, like it's running down. And it works out pretty good. But that's just how I do it. You'll find a rhythm like that, probably, and it'll take off. Although, for these, it's kind of just random. There is no rhythm. It's just, like, maybe this will look good like this. You know, just adding a little bit of, like, kind of craziness. Entire game, see you. Pretty much. We've been on this for a year and a half so far. Start with the terraforming, move into the house, and then we go back to the terraforming, and then we go to the townhouses all the way at the end, which I know that was a far skip. And then we go to the school. It's so much mindset change that sometimes it's hard. Because, like, now I'm in the rhythm of getting this terraforming done, and it's like, once I'm done, it's gonna, I feel like, be hard to switch my mind into doing the, frick. Probably more townhouses. I think that's where we're gonna go next. Yeah, more townhouses, that's the next part. I kind of, like, forgot what was happening for a second there. But it is, I think that is one of the trickiest parts about building a huge map like this, especially off of a game. It's that mindset switch that you have to just, like, keep going through. Because you can't just build it and be like, oh yeah, perfect. You have to kind of almost have the right state of mind to do it as you want it. Because if you don't, you're gonna make something lazy looks horrible. And that's, I think, why this has taken so long. I'd rather take frequent, or maybe, like, I don't know, like every couple months I'd rather take a long break and make it look better, make it look refreshed. And just keep myself a little bit more, like, fresh with it. I've said that word like 9 times. And just, you know, make everything look a little bit better, because I think that'll be better. Turns a pain, that's right. Most to do hallways and decorating. Yeah, but especially with this, it's like, you know, you gotta do it. So I'm just trying to get it out of the way now and do it in, like, large doses and just swipe myself through it. Even though it is a little painful, it's like, this is something to where I can't really mess it up. I mean, you can mess it up very easily, but with the way I'm doing it, it's kind of hard to screw it up by being lazy with it. Something like the school is a lot easier, I think, to screw up, because you can just be lazy with it and not even proportion it, right? But this, it has to all proportion together. You're building off of it, so it's a little bit harder to screw up that. But, like, you can make a hallway shorter or something and no one would notice. But I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys if you did enjoy this video. Yeah, you definitely should. If you've never seen the actual game, you should watch it. And there are 35 other episodes of this. And all of them are almost at 100, which is absurd. I think one of them's at 99, and then there's this one. That are the only 2 below. Assuming this one's below. But yeah, if you're interested in it, I will see you on the next one. Peace.